Welcome back to the Blue Stable podcast, everybody. My name is Destin Adams. Join with me, as always, Michael Terrazas, Rashaad McGinnis, and you guys are listening to the official Colts podcast of Fansided, the Blue Stable. Boys, how are you guys doing?
Man, you already know that I'm doing good. Had one hell of a weekend. I had my birthday and Father's Day back to back, so it was pretty, I wouldn't say eventful, but it was good.
I'm good, man. Got a chance to spend a lot of time. My brother was in town past few days. He left today.
Who didn't come on our show while he was in town? It's whatever.
Which is crazy because we talked about this defensive scheme and different things they was doing last year. We talked for a long time about it actually, and I have a real good understanding of what they was doing, and I'm excited to see the different variations of that.
Did he tell you that Aaron Donald is really good at football and they just tell him to go do whatever he wants to do?
No, I understand. When we was talking, that conversation excluded Aaron Donald. He just goes out there and does what the fuck he want to do. Everybody else has a set play that they have to run and different responsibilities. Aaron Donald just wrecks shit.
He just lines up.
Line up and wreck shit. Like, that's how.
He'll line up at strong safety. He'll do whatever.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't a Rams podcast, but I mean, you got to find ways to talk about Aaron Donald when you can. But we're going to get your brother on the podcast. He's going to come on. He's going to talk to us about how good Aaron Donald is and why he thinks Quentin Nelson couldn't lock him up. I'm sure he thinks, but I would love to hear from him about why. But we're going to get him on eventually. But before we get into football, guys, the NBA is in full swing. We're down to 4 teams. I don't know how many people would have predicted this was the Final Four before the playoffs started, but the West is down to the Suns and Clippers. The Suns, who are playing without Chris Paul for the time being, at least because of COVID restrictions after he tested positive, and the Clippers, who are playing without Kawhi Leonard, who could be playing without Kawhi Leonard the rest of the way. It's not exactly decided yet. This is the longest I've seen a guy have a pending torn ACL in a while. Weird for me personally. And then the East, maybe even more shocking, it's down to the Bucks and the Hawks. So guys, what are your first reactions to that Final Four?
Dude, my head has been spinning in NBA for like the last month. So I'm very, 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 very connected into it right now. And the Bucks and Hawks doesn't necessarily surprise me because I don't look at the East as just 2 teams. I mean, the East has always been, I guess you could say, balanced. It was always either LeBron or nobody else. And now there's some balance. Obviously, that was one hell of a game 7 between Milwaukee and Brooklyn, by the way. Super entertaining. Kevin Durant just ran out of gas. That was entertaining. I've become critical of Giannis. I mean, the whole series, I was waiting for him to say that, hey, screw y'all. I'm going to take KD. He's not scoring anything on me. But Chris Middleton came in and said, hey, look, I'm going to take KD. Giannis said, hey, watch out. I'm guarding Bruce Brown. Like,
Giannis doesn't really have that mentality of a guy that won Defensive Player of the Year. Like when you watch him play, I would not guess he had a Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, like, I'm not saying he's a bad defender. He's super long. He's athletic. So, like, he's not ever going to be a bad defender. I'm not trying to say he's not a great defender. But he just doesn't have that mentality you see like Draymond. When does Draymond Green not guard the team's best player?
Dude, I love Draymond Green so much. I want him on my team so bad, dude.
But, like, I've never seen Giannis have that mentality. He's never had that itch to be guarding a team's best player. Like, he's always content guarding whoever he's guarding. And to me, that's just always been weird. But I can't believe you just said that you're not shocked about the Eastern Conference Finals.
I'm
not. I mean, if Brooklyn was fully healthy, clearly that's the expectation. But in my mind, I always thought if one of those 2 go down, or if it's just one player alone, the Nets don't have the bench. They don't. Everyone else is catch and shoot. Joe Harris can't create his own shot. Bruce Brown is not an offensive guy. Blake Griffin can't really create his own shot. It's not 2009 anymore. I mean, they can't. They rely heavily on, and I'm in a situation as a fan as well. We rely heavily on one guy to create offense, and when Kevin Durant can't create, they're stuck in the mud. I mean, everybody was just standing around watching.
I'm glad you've come around on the Mavericks roster. I really am. I felt like you were in denial for a little while there, but even your tweets.
Of course, I'm gonna roll with my guys during the season. Destin, come on now.
Hey, I'm glad that it was just season talk and it wasn't actual opinions.
With the Hawks, though, man. I mean,
is this Hawks team better than that Mavs team?
I gotta say, from top to bottom, probably. I mean, when you look at anyone, any other day can give you something good. DeAndre Hunter, he's out right now, but Horder, he just dropped 27. Trae Young can give you something. Clint Capella can give you something. John Collins, I have no idea how the hell he's about to get a max contract. I just don't see a max player in him. I don't know, but I guess that's his market. But from top to bottom, I think it is a better roster. Nate McMillan, man, I am so happy for this guy after some fans that I know wanted to trash his name and call him dog crap.
Pacer fans blamed him for everything. It was ridiculous. I mean, it really was.
The way he has this team playing defense, the way he has this team playing together, I mean, my goodness, what a game 7. I don't know who in the hell is going to trade for Ben Simmons. I don't know why people have this assumption that Ben Simmons is a star. He's not a star. I don't know how the hell he got $40 million out of the 76ers. No one's going to trade for him. When you're making $32 million a year and you can't play the last 2 minutes of the game because you suck on offense, yeah, no one's going to trade for you in this league. No one. People talk about he's been a multiple-time All-Star. This is Destin's point all the time about these Pro Bowl All-Star voting. It's always fan dominant when it comes to these votes. And that's why Ben Simmons has been an All-Star, because Philadelphia, large fan base, large city. And Rashaad, what is your thought?
2 inches. That's what we're talking about. If Kevin Durant feet was 2 inches back, we're having a whole different conversation. Kevin Durant, to me, in this series, proved to me, in my humble opinion, that he's the best player in the world today.
Preach, Rashaad. Preach it, Rashaad.
Kevin Durant is the best basketball player on planet Earth today. Okay. Now, I'm not talking about what he's accomplished in the past. I'm not talking about who had the greatest career. I'm talking about if you put a basketball in a guy's hands today, Kevin Durant
June
is the best
21st of 2021. If you ask me who the best player in the world is, I'm saying Kevin Durant. I am. I'm with Rashaad 110%. I just think the world forgot how good Kevin Durant was when he was hurt, which, I mean, that's the world we live in. We're very recency bias type fans around the world. And people just really forget about how special some of these guys are when they miss out on a year. And like, I think people forget how good Klay Thompson is, for example. Like, I think people think of him as this guy who's just like a second fiddle, like he's like nothing special. But when Klay Thompson gets on the court again, people are going to remember like how good Klay Thompson is. And to me, like, that's what this happened with Kevin Durant was like, but on another level, because Kevin Durant's not a fringe top 20 guy. Kevin Durant is every single year, he's a top 5 player in the NBA when he's healthy. And I think he's the best player in the world. I do.
It's the same thing that happened to Kawhi. When Kawhi went down and then he came back and went to Toronto and reminded the world that he was Kawhi freaking Leonard.
Are we going to say Kawhi Leonard went down? Is that what happened in San Antonio?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Maybe casual fans forgot how good he was, but no one's going to forget how good Kevin Durant was, how good Klay Thompson was, the guy that scored 37 points in 1 quarter. We're not ever going to forget that. The reason why the Warriors survived that Western Conference Finals without, I believe it was KD. So I don't think anyone's ever going to forget how great those are, but no, he's not the best player on the planet. I don't even think. I mean, I've seen Kawhi Leonard take over a series. I witnessed that personally against my own team. And I mean, defensively, offensively, that's all I need to know, that Kawhi Leonard's already the better. But again, I mean, y'all are entitled to y'all's opinion. Y'all stand by it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad. Kevin Durant is a top 3 player in the game. He carried the Brooklyn Nets on his back this entire series. And I mean, he just ran out of gas. That was one of the best shots I've ever seen. I mean, Goodness gracious, and Rashaad, like you said, it's a game of inches.
That man has to have size 16 shoes. That's what it comes down to. Like, why can't you just have a size 14 like the rest of us big fellas, guys? Kevin Durant.
Like, I mean,
mentally, you could see that. You could see that
until he starts getting his teammates better, like Kawhi and LeBron. I'm not gonna say he's the best player on the planet, but over in the West, dude. I mean, again, dude, I hate the Clippers, but man, Paul George has been dominant. Man, I hate Paul George. But, dude, this dude has came and shown up everyone. What he said he was battling through in the bubble, I don't know how much of that was excuse making or how much of that was legit. But if it was legit, man, I am glad he got over that. No one deserves to go through any of that depression, anxiety, whatever the case he was going through. He overcame it. And what he's doing in these playoffs right now, it says everything about the player that he is. He's relentless. He cares about his team. Wears his emotions on his shoulder. Reggie Jackson has apparently become Steph Curry. And the man, them Suns. I told y'all, Rashaad, I told you before the playoffs started, you was like, nah, give me them Lakers, man. Lakers in 5.
We was injured. We was healthy at that time of that conversation, though.
The Lakers had a lot of issues going on, though. I don't even know if Anthony Davis.
I told y'all they had a lot of issues, even if they were.
I agree that Michael was on it.
I didn't.
I think Michael was on it before I was, for sure. 100%. Michael gets his credit. Now, I always thought the Suns had a better chance of getting to the Western Conference Finals than, say, the Jazz. I thought the Jazz had no chance.
Yeah, you was out on the Jazz.
Yeah,
man.
The biggest shock. I'm shocked the Nets aren't there. Obviously, I mean, I'm happy for the Bucks. I'm happy for small markets. Anytime this kind of thing is able to happen, I think it's cool that no matter what happens, we're going to see a team win the finals. That it's been either a while since they've won, or the first time in our lifetime. A lot of guys are going to get their first rings. Man, Paul George is a player I love watching. I do. I think he's a guy that is underappreciated talent wise, but I'll always think he is mentally soft. I will. I'll always think it. I just don't think he has what it takes to be a mental leader, which is fine as long as that's something you know about yourself and you find someone else that can. And that's the thing. I don't know if the Clippers can work long term, just because I never thought Kawhi was a guy that can be a mental leader either. Kawhi can go out there and play basketball and do it with the best of them, but he's not a guy that's just going to lead mentally like that. Paul George, I don't think can either. So we'll see what happens. I'm down for really any of these teams left. I didn't want the Sixers to win. I didn't want LeBron to win. I'm sorry. And I always thought really no one else had a chance. I think there was like 5 teams that I would have given an actual chance. The Hawks were not on that list, so congrats to the Hawks being where they are. Happy for him. Happy for Nate McMillan. Pacer fans gave him too hard of a time, but I think it's going to end up being Bucks Suns.
Hey, man, I am all for new faces, okay? I mean, I saw a tweet earlier today that there's no Kawhi, there's no LeBron, there's no KD, no Steph, and they said it was bad for the league. Young stars taking over the league, about to fight for a championship. I don't see how that's bad for the league. I want to see new faces. I'm going to be watching every game of these conference finals. I didn't watch a single game of Lakers and Nuggets last year. That should tell you something. I'm tired of LeBron.
I think that's just
great as he is.
I think they mean it's just bad for the casual guy, not you. You're a real basketball fan.
For the casual guys, yeah, but I want to see.
Bad for the league. The league hates it. The league right now hates everything about this Final Four.
Well, I mean, that's good for them. They're still getting their paychecks, but I mean, I want to see Devin Booker hoist the I want to see Chris Paul hoist the championship.
Devin Booker, congrats. But step aside. If Chris Paul's not the first one holding that trophy, then fire everyone in Phoenix. I don't care how good you were.
You got new guys. The Hawks, I mean, everyone and their mama is going to compare Trae Young to Luka till the day he retires. And I'm perfectly fine with that. Everyone is comparing every young player to Luka Doncic, and I appreciate it. It just cements the fact that he's the next face of the NBA. And I mean, here we go. I love what is going on in the NBA. I love the new stars, new teams, young stars taking over. I love it because this is the future. We might as well start learning these names now. Mikal Bridges, Devin Booker, Cameron Payne, even though he's been in and out of the league for a while. I mean, Giannis has been here, but is he going to take that next step? I still don't think he's taking that next step. But that's why you got a guy in Drew Holiday who I think won the game for them in Game 7. So, I mean, I'm excited to see where it goes. I am, maybe a shameless plug, but hey, if y'all really want to know my thoughts about what's going on in Dallas, listen to the past 2 episodes, man. I am not worried for one bit. I love how national media is just like, yep, Luka's trading, Luka's demanding, Luka's not happy. He's never said any of that. He had a good relationship with the GM, but that's it, a professional relationship. He and Rick Carlisle did not like each other. He didn't like Bob Who Your Mama. I don't care what his name is. He didn't like any of those guys. They're gone now. We're going to win the championship. Here we go.
Yeah, so if you happen to be a Mavericks fan listening to this Colts podcast, you can go listen to Michael's Mavericks podcast. Right. But back to where our roots are, back to what.
Hey, at least I didn't say the name of it.
Hey, he didn't plug it. I'll let him do that in the comments of the episode, maybe. But
that would be cheesy, Mike.
But moving back to what you guys are listening to, maybe some of you just skipped all of that and you're just now listening. So welcome to the Blue Stable podcast, the official Colts podcast of Fansided. And we're going to keep this one simple today. Not a lot of news going around, but we wanted to get together. We want to have fun. And we're going to do an all-time Colts draft. We have the order. It's going to be me, then Michael, then Rashaad in order, and we're not snaking it. We're going to go all the way through, and the positions that we will be drafting, just so you guys know, you have to draft at least one. You have to draft 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 2 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 flex. That can be any of the running back to tight end, running back, receiver, or tight end. We're drafting an offensive line year. So it's a year of an offensive line. You get all 5 of those starters that started the majority of that season. We're going to do 2 edge rushers, 2 interior defensive linemen, 3 linebackers, 2 safeties, 2 corners, a kicker/punter. Choose whatever you want. A return man and a head coach. Doesn't matter what order you draft them in, but you have to fill all those spots. Guys, do you understand your assignment?
So we're not snaking it. We're just going Destin, Michael, Rashaad, Destin, Michael, Rashaad. Okay. All right. I'm down. We're going 1 quarterback. Okay. It's all right in front of me. Let's do it.
Yeah, man. It would be absolutely cheesy for you to plug, another podcast or something that you own, another business.
Right.
Or something.
Right. I just got to stretch,
That would be, oh boy.
Yeah. The people just listening to the pod, not watching on YouTube, have no idea what you're talking about, Rashaad. They're so.
Right. No, I'm not going to say it. I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do it.
But yeah, I'll get started for us. And I mean, I think I'll just make it easy. First pick, I'm going to go Peyton Manning. Guy has a sculpture in front of Lucas Oil for a reason. He's the reason the Colts are still in Indianapolis, and got to give him his credit. He's going first round, first pick.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with the guy that would have forced construction workers to rip that statue down and build his own one over that same spot where Peyton Manning was. So I'm going to go with Andrew Luck. I know Colts fans, it kind of hurts you to hear that name, but the guy made me fall in love with football. Peyton Manning introduced me to football, but Andrew Luck truly made me fall in love with the game of football.
Michael, you're going to let Rashaad get Johnny Unitas in the last pick of the draft now.
Hey, yes. Man, if I was him,
that's my plan.
Look, man, I know of Johnny Unitas. I never watched him play, so I wouldn't have even picked him if I was in his place. I would have gone Phillip Rivers. But look, man, Andrew Luck, you can't, man, dude, I don't even want to go on and on about it. I'm just going to cry. So, yeah, Andrew Luck is the guy. He's the man. He would have become, in my opinion, if he would have stayed healthy, stayed on the team, didn't retire, his career would have been better than Peyton Manning.
Well, with my first pick, I can wait on quarterback now, thanks to Destin and Michael taking two great quarterbacks. One is a Hall of Famer, and one would have been a Hall of Famer had he continued his career.
You're not taking Carson Wentz?
Almost. I'm gonna take Marvin Harrison as my first pick.
Boo!
Do I need to explain? I think that's self-explanatory, right?
Marvin Harrison.
I think it's self-explanatory.
Marvin Harrison should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. The fact that he wasn't still irks me to this day.
Yeah.
But hey, that's life. So I'm back up. Like we said earlier, we're not snaking this. We're gonna go all the way through. He took Marvin from me. I really thought I was gonna get the Peyton Marvin combination. Marvin doesn't want to catch from Johnny Unitas. I feel like this is not fair. But
stop spoiling my picks.
You're right. I guess you could take Phillip Rivers. So real quick, just for the rules of this, if I draft a player, am I getting what he was at his best as a Colt, or am I getting his peak of his career no matter where he played?
No, you're getting the Colts version of that player. You're not getting a guy that I know who you was thinking about taking.
Come on.
You're getting the Colts version of the player.
I'm just making sure. I mean, we just got to see, play the field here.
Mm-hmm.
So I went quarterback first. I'm gonna go the second most important position of all time to me. I'm gonna go Dwight Freeney as one of my edge rushers. Him and Robert Mathis, both studs, both guys that I think it's a flip of a coin to who you would rather have. But I think Dwight Freeney just had more talent, like natural God-given talent than Robert Mathis. I think Robert Mathis worked harder for everything he got. But Dwight Freeney is one of the most underappreciated edge rushers of all time.
Oh, man. Man, he went pass rusher. Him and I think alike, man. We're gonna go with the pass rush, man. But I'm actually gonna help out my boy Rashaad. I'm not gonna take who everyone else is taking. I'm gonna take DeForest Buckner.
That's a darn good pick. I mean, I'm going to tell you why it's a darn good pick, because it's not like the Colts have a great history at defensive tackle. So to get a premier guy at that spot, love the pick. And I love it more so because now I can take Robert Mathis, a guy who has the most strip sacks in NFL history.
Make it a stat.
Colts history.
Make it a stat, NFL. Make it a stat.
NFL history, the most strip sacks. I'm going with Robert Mathis, a guy who has produced more than Destin's second round pick.
Ooh.
I'm just saying.
I said I went with God-given talent. And because we're talking peak Colt, and give me Dwight Freeney's best over Robert Mathis' best. That's really what my mind was on it. That's where I went. I mean, that's how I went. Now, again, if we're
can't go wrong.
If we're going peak performance, and I don't have to worry about injuries or anything like that, give me Bob Sanders for my third pick.
Ooh.
What? Give me Bob
safety?
Sanders. Give me Bob Sanders because peak Bob Sanders, there are very few players in NFL history, let alone Colts history, that were that disruptive as a safety. Because he didn't just play like a safety. He did it all. Like he would slide down and play in the box a little bit. Bob Sanders, guys.
That's a heck of a pick. I'm not mad at it. The positional value I don't like, but the player is bar none just a game changer. So I'm not mad at it at all. Oh my
gosh. Okay. You know what? I went and
like
DeForest Buckner. You know what? I'm actually gonna go to the wide receiver position. Got to go with Reggie Wayne.
Damn, it hurt. He's from New Orleans, Mike. You shouldn't be able to pick
Michael. Michael Pittman's still available.
I'm taking Michael Pittman right now over what I know Reggie. Man, I said slap the.
I'm just saying the way you talk about Pittman, he should be getting those Reggie chants already.
Right, one guy already has 14 years in the league. Another guy has 1.
Hey, you're coming around.
Coming around on what? Against an all-timer? What? Where should I go?
Okay, Destin messed me up with that Bob Sanders pick.
He really did.
Ugh. Okay,
I'm gonna one-up him on that one, though.
Now I'm gonna make some people mad here. I'm about to make some people mad. Because the Colts' history at this position sucks. I am going to take Vontae Davis as my next pick. In my opinion, the best cornerback in Colts history.
Oh, damn.
Especially because we made the list, or we made the rule already that we're talking peak performance. I mean, Vontae Davis
was actually
best
at a very good, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he played his best years in Indy for sure. And he was pretty good on the Dolphins as well.
He was all pro with us. He's that type of cornerback.
Yeah, he was really good.
Got to get somebody that could stick these receivers y'all got. Well, that you got, Reggie Wayne.
Hey, we're at this point that I might just write it out at receiver.
All right, Destin.
You better not ride it out at receiver. They're still good for really good ones. You better take a receiver, Destin.
I'll do what I want.
Okay.
I'll do what I want.
Peyton's gonna be throwing it to trash.
Did you watch Peyton Manning's career? He made trash look like Pro Bowlers anyway.
Not on me and Michael's defense though.
I am gonna go.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna go.
I know my next pick is,
bro. If you don't choose,
because you guys went receivers, and I'm just not gonna get the best value at receiver at this point. I'm just gonna go and get what I think is the best player at a position just to have it, and I'm gonna go Marshall Faulk at running back.
Damn good pick.
I'll tell you this: if we wouldn't have made the rule that it had to be Colts years, I may have taken Marshall Faulk before Bob Sanders, but this is where we are. So I'm gonna take.
He's a much better Ram than Colt,
but he was damn good both.
He was right, exactly.
I have my dream pairing, and I'm gonna start it off right here. My next pick is Darius Leonard.
You picking Darius Leonard?
Yep.
Okay. I have a plan that I'm trying to activate.
All right, you got 20 minutes on the clock.
With my next pick, I am going to go with I'm gonna go with Dallas Clark.
Ooh, okay.
I was close to taking Dallas Clark over Marshall Faulk. Mm-hmm. Very close.
Okay, Dustin. So I'm back on you.
Back on me. Because this is gonna get tougher as we go. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
It's getting tough.
It's not really tough for me.
It's gonna get.
Boy, my defense about to be nasty.
I'm gonna go Gary Brackett.
Dang.
I'm gonna go Gary Brackett. Love me some Gary Brackett.
No, you don't love Gary Brackett. You don't have 2 of his books. You didn't buy 2 of his books. You never met him in person. You never went to go watch him play. No, you haven't.
I have met him in person. I have his signature. I have his signature actually. But
I met your mama in person.
Hey, that's good for you. Nice. She's a nice lady. But
Mrs. Adams.
But Gary Brackett, again, one of those guys that I think is just really underappreciated, and was for a good amount of time, he was really the only guy in that linebacker room for the Colts that was just a really sour part of a roster for a few years. Love Gary Brackett. Still works in Indiana sports media. So, Gary, if you ever want to come on and talk Colts, man, we'd love to have you. Gary Brackett is who I pick.
Dude, my next pick is actually pretty easy. This was actually in my number 2 pick after Gary Brackett. That's what my next pick was going to be. It was going to be Gary Brackett, but this next one is actually, it's going to be actually pretty, it's going to be pretty easy for me. I still feel comfortable about where the board is right now and what guys I can get in the later rounds. So my next pick is actually might surprise some people, but I'm actually, damn, man. This is tougher than I thought. Okay. Edge position. Ooh, you can't go wrong with edge. Yeah, you can. Oh, Jesus. Actually, let me go ahead and get Let me go ahead and get running back out of the way. I'm gonna go Jonathan Taylor.
Are you serious?
Yes, over Joseph Adai.
Over Edgerrin James and Eric Dickerson?
Hey, wait. Let me. Mike made his pick.
No, I made my pick. It's final.
Final.
Mike.
So I can wait on Mike too now. So I'll take running back at the
Michael.
Yeah. At defensive end, I'm gonna go old school, real old school Baltimore Colts days. I'm gonna go with Geno Marchetti.
Ooh.
7-time All-Pro. That's gonna be my other pass rusher. The guy made, I think, 12 or 11 Pro Bowls. It's ridiculous. His resume. I never saw him play in person. I kind of didn't want to pick, but some guys is so historic in Colts history that they have to be mentioned here. So I'm gonna go with Geno Marchetti. Mike picked Jonathan Taylor, betting on the upside.
You took I love Jonathan Taylor, but you took Jonathan Taylor over Edgerrin James and Eric Dickerson.
Relax. Dickerson was my sleeper. Like I knew. I just thought Edgerrin was gonna be gone.
You might not be able to wait on running back there. We have a flex.
Oh shit.
Yeah, don't make me put Eric Dickerson with Marshall Faulk. Y'all don't want that, but this man that made my blood boil.
It didn't make mine. I got a pretty damn good running back.
You did.
Just to add some depth to the linebacker position, because really, I really don't like all the amount of all-time linebackers we have. So just to make sure I get two guys that I really love at linebacker, give me Cato June.
That's a damn good pick, man. Jesus.
I've been trying to get Cato June on this podcast since me and Michael started last October at a different place.
Bro,
and
how dare you disrespect Pat Anger? Wow.
Take Pat then.
Then take him with your next pick.
I'm gonna take Bobby.
Okereke?
Yeah.
Wait, are you serious?
I'm serious.
So Michael, you just really love you some current Colts.
Current Colts.
Well, I mean, they're probably more talented than the other past ones. So
okay, well, with my next pick,
plus you already took Bob Sanders from me, so
had to.
It's not like we've had star safeties.
I'm gonna take Edgerrin James. I'm not even gonna wait. I mean, why wait? Like you said, we have a flex position. I can't chance one of you guys.
See, I took Marshall Faulk earlier because it was literally a coin flip between Dickerson and James for me. And I didn't even want to have to make that decision later. So I just took Marshall Faulk because I felt like it was easy. Go ahead and get it done.
Makes sense.
Love Edgerrin James. So excited he's a Hall of Famer. Next up, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do T.Y. Hilton. I'll do T.Y. at receiver.
Destin with his first receiver off the board.
Also my first current Colt.
That is true. I don't have one yet. Mike has all of them.
I'm gonna go with my flex. I'm gonna go with the 2018 offensive line.
Your flex.
2018 offensive line.
You mean your offensive line?
Yeah. Yeah, your flex is a skill position.
Yeah, that's not your flex. You don't get 10 guys blocking for you.
Rashaad.
I'm gonna go with my flex, which is gonna be Eric Dickerson.
Oh, he's a dog.
Yeah, legendary. My dad.
So we're gonna run the ball, but we have no one to throw to. Okay.
Well, I mean, he's
just have Marvin Harrison. It's the best wide receiver in Colts history.
Since I have the worst starting receiver of the three of us, I'm gonna go ahead and get the best second one. And I'm gonna go Raymond Berry.
Jesus. Yeah.
So go ahead and get them both. For those of you listening, maybe of the younger generation, I mean, maybe if you're even our age, you don't know who Raymond Berry is, but
right.
Raymond Berry is the guy. If you look up all-time Colts receiving yards, he's that guy right below T.Y. At that fourth spot that Marvin and Reggie took his record here. Raymond Berry was a stud in his day.
You, Mike.
All right.
Love the pick.
My next one is going to be I'm telling you, man. I'm really, really loving this team right now.
Go ahead and draft Frank Reich. He knows how to coach everybody you got.
Actually, man. So this is a guy that I admire so much, and I cannot let him fall anymore. Taking Tony Dungy, man. Best Colts coach in history.
I was about to say, man, don't reach on the Colts, but that's not reaching. I love Tony Dungy as a coach and as a man, as a person.
He gave John Gruden a Super Bowl roster.
Tony, there are very few men that I respect more than Tony Dungy. He's up there in tier 1. Love the guy, love the coach, love the father. We just got off Father's Day. Man, love me some Tony Dungy. Good pick.
All right. So I don't have a linebacker yet. You guys are taking linebackers, have taken linebackers. So I'm going to go with the next best guy. I'm going to go with Mike Curtis.
Man, still not Pat Anger.
Don't be disrespecting this guy now.
Hey, I asked a question.
Who you got, Destin?
I'm gonna go ahead and get Bob Sanders, his running mate, and I'm gonna go ahead and get Antoine Bethea.
Damn.
I know. That hurt.
That one, man. I think I'm gonna surprise a lot of people with my safety tandem.
I bet it's gonna be.
Shut up, Destin. Shut up. My God, man.
But actually, man, let me go ahead and get I gotta get some positions that really matter in today's game. So I'm actually gonna get Adam Vinatieri.
I'm not mad at that. I could never be mad at picking a Hall of Famer, a first ballot Hall of Famer,
and picking the GOAT at his position.
Yeah. Damn it. You know what this exercise has made me realize? Quick pause. The Colts have had some shitty secondaries.
Thank you.
They just had some bad defensive teams in general.
Yeah.
Like the depth is a lot of these positions just isn't great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris Ballard, for the depth we have now.
Right.
Yeah, man.
All right, come on.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go with my second cornerback. This guy, he has 57 interceptions for his career. He led the league in 1965 with 9 of them. I'm gonna go with Bobby Boyd.
Man.
Bobby Boyd and Vontae Davis. It'll be all right.
You're gonna be all right. I'm gonna go ahead and some of these positions, man.
Pick Marlon Jackson. Come on.
I'm gonna
pick Darius Butler. Come on.
I'm gonna take Kenny Moore just because he does so much.
That's a great pick.
I mean, you don't really have much others to choose from. So
right, I was about to say Xavier Rhodes is the next best corner in Colts history.
All right, man. I can't wait any longer on this guy, man. My next pick is gonna be Julian Blackmon.
Damn good pick, man.
Oh my gosh. I love you, Michael.
I love him too.
Thank you.
He got the current Colts team.
Now, my next one is actually going to surprise you guys.
You're picking Kyrie Willis.
I think everything he's going to pick. No, he's
on board or something.
He's going to pick. He's going to pick Nyheim Hines.
Bro. Oh man. So what do I need? I have a tight end. I have a linebacker. I need a safety. And I am going to go with
Darius Butler.
Do I get safety?
He only plays safety.
Darius Butler? Right, I was about to say I don't get safety. I get corner Darius Butler.
And I don't think you want. I love
Go ahead
Darius.
and-
Darius has been on the
Oh,
pod,
I love him,
but
yeah.
I don't think we want to draft the 1 year he played safety.
Jesus.
I think he would tell us the same.
Yeah, if I was if the slot cornerback was a position, I would take D, but for sure. But at safety, I am going to go with Kyrie Willis.
Damn.
I'm gonna go with Kyrie. No.
And
Damn
just,
it.
you already took Kari. You already took Kari.
I took him.
So just so y'all know, Kari was not the guy I was gonna take.
I need a
Surprise.
safety. I need a safety, so I'm fine with it.
See, and you guys yelled at me for going safety so soon, but now I have the best two in Colts history. I'm gonna go Marlon Jackson across from Kenny Moore, because Marlon Jackson's best seasons in Indy were top notch, especially for the Colts cornerback rooms, and that we've seen. A guy who just really couldn't stay healthy. He's also very versatile. Played almost as many games at safety as he did corner.
Man,
I predicted that Marlon Jackson pick for you, by the way,
dude,
too.
that is such a cool and cute story, but that dude don't have shit on Julian Blackman at the end of his career. So, my next guy is my next guy.
Please don't.
I honestly thought he was a really good safety when he was with us, man.
He about to pick LaRon Landry.
I'm actually very scared to say this, but give me Jamal Adams. I'm just kidding.
I was about to say,
look at your
what?
face.
Go ahead.
Oh, man, Mike Adams.
Damn it. I was about to pick Mike Adams next. That's a good pick. Pops, man. Shout out to Pops. Oh, boy. I'm just going to
have a really good safety tandem there.
Julian Blackman and Mike Adams. I like it. Now with my next pick.
LaRon Landry.
Melvin Bullet.
Oh my Jesus.
LaRon Landry is actually from the crib. I grew up not too far from him.
Do you know where he got his steroids growing up then?
It's funny because his older brother, Dewan played for the Jets.
He played for the Jets.
Yeah, he played for the Jets, I believe. He went to Georgia Tech. Me and my brother was roommates, so he's real cool. He's the older brother. He wasn't jacked up like the younger brother. But
come on.
Okay, with my next pick, I have 2 cornerbacks. I have 2 receivers. Do I have 2 receivers? No, I have 1 receiver.
I'm the only one that has 2 receivers.
And since Raymond Berry and T.Y. is gone, it's a big drop off between the number 4 receiver and number 5 receiver.
Bro, don't you ever on this show disrespect Kamar Aiken again. Never in your life.
See, I'll be honest. Once you guys have both taken receivers, I'll tell you guys who I think is the next best Colts receiver, because I bet you guys might disagree with me. But it's Rashaad's pick.
Dustin, if you're gonna say Chester Rogers, go ahead and say it right now.
Oh Jesus!
Go ahead and say it. Stand on it.
Go ahead and say Andre Johnson. I swear to God, if you say Andre Johnson,
Dustin wouldn't do that. I'm just gonna bet Dustin wouldn't do that. You're not gonna do that, right?
No. Well, like I said, you guys will probably I don't know if you guys will agree with me, but it's not any of those guys.
All right, come on, Rashaad.
Okay. I'm gonna wait on receiver, and I'm gonna go with defensive tackle. I'm gonna go with Art Donovan. Man. Can't go wrong with a Hall of Famer.
Oh, I'm gonna go tight end. Dallas Clark's already gone. There's 2 guys that I think are fitting.
I swear to God, if
it should be one guy. It should be one guy.
But I didn't watch the other guy, so that's why I'm not going to take him. That's what I'm saying. I think there's only 2 guys that are actually realistic here, because after those 2, it may be Jack Doyle, and that's just not necessary. Love me some Jack Doyle, but
never picking Jack Doyle.
I'm gonna take Marcus Pollard.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
Solid career as a Colt. I didn't really watch a lot of him live, obviously, because his time in Indy ended in 2004. But I mean, he put up a lot of good stats when he was in Indy, and again, a very thin room when you go through history of Colts at tight end.
Bro, I thought he was gonna go with Mo Alley Cox. Okay, my guy, I'm actually going tight end as well, and I'm going to piss every single one of you off. But when he was here, he was a Pro Bowler. I'm going with Eric Ebron, boy.
Over John Mackey. Jesus Christ.
See, he has Andrew Luck, so I guess it's all right.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, man, you can't deny the results in 2000. You can't deny those results. As bad as 2019 ended, I'm still going with that 2018 year. So I got Andrew Luck, Jonathan Taylor, Reggie Wayne, Eric Ebron, the 2018 offensive line. Oh, man, I'm going to the Super Bowl.
I mean, but you're giving Andrew Luck exactly what he had.
He didn't have Jonathan
Taylor. That's it.
He didn't have Tony Dungy.
I guess that's right.
Yeah. I mean, I would take freaking Reggie Wayne, Eric Ebron, and Dungy over Hilton and Chester Rogers. I mean,
no one has Chester Rogers, but
all right, Rashaad.
I thought Destin was saying read off something. That's why. Okay, I'm gonna pick my other wide receiver here, and this guy really had one outstanding season as a Colt at wide receiver, and he's in the Ring of Honor. I'm gonna go with Bill Brooks. He was in the NFL when I was a kid, like a kid, baby bottle pacifier kid. I vaguely remember his playing days.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't remember his playing days, but the rest of this all-time Colts NFL draft is brought to you guys by One Call Technology. One Call Technology is a managed telecom service provider whose senior staff has 100+ years of experience in virtually every aspect of business communications, business phone system installations and services, managed telecom service provider, telecom carrier management, high-speed internet. Head on over to One Call's website at www.onecalltech.com or give them a call at 888-585-8850 and tell them the Blue Stable sent you. Next up. I mean, it starts to get tough. It really does.
Come on, Destin. You should already know. If you are a true draft guru, you should already know what's on the board. Wow. You should already know who's next up. Come on, man.
I'm going to go Tony Saragusa.
That's a good pick.
All right. I'm going corner with my next one. I'm going Kelvin Hayden.
That's not a bad pick. I'm writing y'all picks down. That's why it'd be taking me a little time to pick.
I'm not doing that. I realize that I should have, but I'm just trying to use my
leave it up to Rashaad to,
I'm trying to use my head to remember all these.
Oh, really?
I mean, I'm trying to remember who has been picked at least, and just going off of that.
Okay.
None of y'all have the brains to pick the best players in history, so I'm picking them for you.
Okay, so I need another D tackle, and that'll round out my D line. I'm gonna go with Booger McFarland.
Oh, bro, I was gonna take him. I was taking Booger, man. As annoying of a commentator as he is,
right? Man, that's what almost made me not picking.
Boogerisms. They are some of the best in football. Love everything about him. Do I think he's a good commentator? Not even in the slightest.
Boogerism. If a quarterback takes a 5-step drop, he's probably going to throw the ball.
If a player crosses the goal line, he has scored.
Boogerisms. I think I'm going to start tweeting boogerisms throughout the day.
Boogerisms. Who? Okay, it's Destin now. Okay.
Say it's back to me.
Do y'all want to fill out y'all positions? Y'all want me to call y'all players out so y'all can fill in y'all position?
Oh, I have mine. When I said I was just trying to remember, I was trying to remember y'all's.
Oh, okay.
Picks.
Yeah.
All right, come on. Who's next?
It's me.
Destin.
Chill out.
Destin.
Chill out. Chill out. I am gonna go Dwan Bickett. I'm gonna put him at the other edge spot.
My next pick, did one of you, I can't remember, but did one of you guys take Steve Ettman?
No.
All right, he's my pick at defensive end.
And I'm gonna go with Pat McAfee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Figured I'd go ahead and get that out the way before Destin takes. You already took Vinny.
Right.
Oh, man.
So you going with Rodrigo?
Did not say that.
We don't have to pick a kicker and a punter, right?
Just kicker / punter, which makes McAfee pretty dangerous because we know he can do both.
Right.
I mean, you can make the argument that people can do both, but we know McAfee
Vinny can't do both. Mike. You can't punt the ball, Mike.
I'll take the guy I know that will actually hit the field goals.
So some Colts fans might hate this because they're going to think that I am hating on Reich for taking this head coach over him. But give me Bruce Arians.
That's cheating.
That's not cheating. Did he win Coach of the Year?
That's not.
Did he?
He wasn't ahead. He was the offensive coordinator.
But he was the head coach. Chuck Pagano got leukemia, and Bruce Arians was the head coach for that season.
He was an interim head coach.
And won Coach of the Year.
That's cheating. That is cheating.
That is not cheating. That is not cheating.
Rashaad, this man took Bruce Arians over Frank. Oh,
Bruce Arians is one of the best coaches of our lifetime, Michael. You understand that, right?
Oh, right. Because the ass whooping he took in the NFC Championship game just proved that so much.
What you got, Mike?
I'm still getting over that freaking blasphemous rhetoric. Okay, so my next pick, I'm going interior. I'm gonna go with, I believe, Ellis Johnson.
Okay. I'm going to go with I'm gonna go with Frank Wright.
There you go.
I almost went Jim Caldwell.
Oh Jesus, man. Hey, he ain't bad, but
but Frank Wright's it. For my offense, Frank Wright.
I'm gonna go the 2020 Colts offensive line.
You went 2020. So Mike, you went 2018.
I mean, I guess you could say 2018, 2019, and 2020 are the same.
We're
all getting the same.
But to me, Braden Smith is better in 2020 than he was in 2018.
That's fair.
I mean, it's the same guy, so I'm getting the same production.
Okay, Mike is on you.
Actually, y'all really in trouble now, baby. My next receiver, Michael Pittman Jr.
Mike.
I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked that he did it.
My God, man.
I'm taking a Hall of Famer, pairing him with the next number one receiver who's a true X, a route runner, a blocker, sure hands like Reggie Whitman. I literally said, out of the draft, Michael Pittman's hands reminded me of Reggie Wayne. To put these two together.
Entertaining this.
Have you guys both taken your second receiver yet?
Yep, I have.
Yeah.
Who was your second receiver, Rashaad?
I put Billy Brooks.
Okay, yeah.
So
right.
You guys are gonna disagree with me.
Jesus.
But I think after I took Raymond Berry, of guys that I have watched, I would have taken Stokely.
I'm not mad at that. If the slot, but in this exercise, he would have to be an outside receiver. So that's why I'm not.
But you have the flex, I guess. But I don't know. Like, I just think Stokely was one of the guys that produced even without Peyton at times.
I probably would have took Garcon over Stokely, honestly.
Garcon's best year, man. What could have been there?
Yeah. I said my pick. I wrote it down already. I didn't even say it.
I don't think you said it.
2006 Colts O-line.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
He didn't want to have to be he didn't want to be the same as us.
So all I have left is another defensive end, a flex, and another corner.
I have interior D-line, the flex, my kicker / punter, my returner.
All right. Well, I mean, y'all just said it for me. I'm gonna go with Pierre Garcon and my flex.
It's not your turn.
Yes, I am.
It's not your pick.
Destin just went.
No, he didn't. Rashaad just went.
The 2006 O-line.
I didn't take Brandon Stokely. I said that he's.
Why would you mention a name?
I literally asked, "Have you guys both taken your two receivers?"
And I'm literally asking you to go now.
Man.
Ooh, returner. Oh,
I'm gonna go.
Barely getting back to me.
I'm gonna go Nyheim Hines the flex because I think he's the definition of a flex.
Okay. That's
not mad at that.
But the flex, I'm gonna go with Pierre Garcon.
It's on me. I'm gonna go with Ted Hendricks, a linebacker.
Hey.
That's my other linebacker. Mike Chappell's gonna like my list.
We still got to do a returner too, right?
Yeah, Nyheim probably should have been your returner. Dusty, you're muted.
Whoops. I thought about putting Hines at returner, but I just think I'll like what he can do in the flex area. Just, man, this guy has a sour taste in my mouth. But after McAfee and Vinatieri are gone, I think he's the logical choice. So I'm going to take Mike Vander Esch.
As long as you don't need him in the playoffs.
Hey, I'm getting the best version of him. We just talked
Vander
about
Esch or Vander Jack?
Vander Jack. That's what I meant. My bad.
Mike Vander Jack. I was about Vander Esch.
I know what he meant.
Yeah, but just for the fans.
No, you're just getting the Colts version. You're not getting the best version. You're just
the
getting
best
the
Colts version of him.
Let me see here.
Because he missed that field goal with the Colts.
Man, I swear.
Yeah, that would not be his best.
No, you're getting the Colts version. You're not getting peak. You're just getting the Colts version.
Right.
They gotta have flaws, Destin.
Really like my defensive line. Returner. Ooh.
You can't get just Nyheim Hines from the Green Bay game.
I don't think you can take Nyheim Hines as a returner anymore now that I have him on my team.
No, he has the player.
Just go ahead and do what you want to do. Go ahead
with corner. Did y'all take Xavier Rhodes yet? All right, I'll go with Xavier Rhodes. He was pretty good last year.
He was pretty good last year. The fact that that's all it takes to get drafted at an all-time corner spot on a team, man.
Colts corners suck.
Bro, who do you want me to take? Greg Toller?
I'm not saying that you're wrong. I just think
Roland Milligan.
I just think it's hilarious. That's all it takes to be considered because of how bad this Colts corner room is as a whole.
Bro, it is.
My return is tough. My return is going to be Josh Cribbs.
How many games did he play with the Colts? 2?
Hey, man.
Bro, people really thought he was going to be a difference maker as a wideout.
Knock it off.
Our
returners suck. I want y'all to know that. The history of returnment for the Colts suck.
It's not great. It's not great. I'm gonna go Aaron Bailey as the return man I mean, he leads the Colts in return yards and touchdowns with only 2. So Isaiah Rodgers can lead the Colts in history of return touchdowns if he just scores one more.
Damn. Okay. With my returner, I am going to shock you guys, but man, honestly, I actually would have chosen TY as my returner. I really would, because that rookie year was pretty damn good. But I'm actually gonna shock you guys, and I think I'm going to go
Isaiah Rodgers.
No, not Isaiah Rodgers. I'm actually gonna go. I mean, he already took Josh Cribbs from me, and Destin took Naheem, so I'm gonna go with Levon Brazil.
Wow.
Wait, we need that button where you can insert Stephen A. Stay off the weed. Man, I used to love Levon Brazil like in Madden and stuff.
Yeah.
He never got on the field because he really loved himself some weed, man.
Bro, Derrick Rogers, dude, he had so much potential, man.
I'm gonna go with my quarterback. I'm gonna go with Johnny Unitas. No suspense here, but picking up Johnny Unitas in what, the 18th, 17th round with 16?
I completely forgot that you needed a quarterback still.
Top 10, he gets a top 10 quarterback all time.
Exactly.
This late, just because we had already taken 2 quarterbacks.
Right. Okay.
I thought one of you guys was just gonna draft him just so I couldn't get him and put him at a spot that he played.
I'll put him at running back.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what you have left.
I need to do my other interior linemen, and I need to get my other linebacker. So we all should have 2 spots left.
I need to see.
I have an edge. No, I'm good on.
I know. I'm looking at this.
I have 2 spots. Interior D line and my third linebacker.
No, I'm pretty good on mine, unless I missed something.
You have 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 2 receivers,
2 receivers, flex, offensive line,
a tight end.
Oh, 3 linebackers.
There we go.
Wait, we're picking 3 linebackers?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Because you have to be at 11.
I didn't know we was picking 3 linebackers.
Okay. All right, so it's Destin.
So everyone needs a linebacker. Maybe I should be strategic on who I take with this pick. I
need safety too.
So, I mean, this guy was a Pro Bowler when he was with the Colts. I'm gonna go DeQuell Jackson.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna go.
I almost.
He went. He seriously went.
I'm gonna go Pro Bowler DeQuell Jackson. I'm gonna go the man that made Deflategate real. DeQuell Jackson is my third linebacker.
I am sick. I am sick right now.
Hey, he was a Pro Bowler. It was a toss-up between him and one other guy.
I think DeQuell's a good player.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because I was gonna pick him. That's why I'm laughing. That's why I'm laughing. Mike's laughing for another reason. I literally was gonna pick DeQuell Jackson.
There is one other guy that I think when he was a Colt is worth taking as that linebacker that I almost took instead of DeQuell Jackson. We'll see if you guys take him.
DeQuell Jackson was so bad in pass coverage, too.
He forced a couple turnovers, though.
He picked off Brady to make Deflategate a reality.
Right, in a 35-7 game, and Brady just threw just the toss up.
I remember he picked off Matt Ryan too in the red zone one year in the regular season game.
Phil Jackson was low key good on the Colts.
He was
as a run defender. Dude, that was funny. Okay. Edge, interior linebacker. Man, dude. Dang. Shout out Edwin Jackson, man. He just crossed my mind. Shout out to him. Rest in peace. Damn. I guess my third guy, man, I'm gonna go with the big three. Clearly, we saw that the Colts loved him a lot. Anthony Walker.
Yeah, Anthony Walker. I'm not mad at that pick at all. Let me mark that down.
I was honestly thinking about going Edwin Jackson, honestly.
Man, you're really forgetting a guy who was also a Pro Bowler in Indy.
At linebacker?
Yeah.
Yeah. Frick.
I mean, Rashaad still has to take one, so you may not want to say him yet, but
damn it, Destin. I was hoping you'd let him say it. So
I'm probably gonna say it anyway once I get the name.
Well, yeah, go ahead and say it before I make my next pick. I'm gonna go at safety, at the other safety spot. This may surprise some of you. You might have didn't see this guy play, but I'm gonna go with I just don't feel good about this pick. No, I'm gonna take me another linebacker. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with.
You want a hint?
Yeah, give me a hint.
He came from the Canadian leagues to Indianapolis.
I'm drawing a blank.
He went and played for the Bears after leaving Indy.
I think I know what you're talking about. Is it? He played for the Bears. Peak Bears.
He played for the Bears after the Colts.
Okay.
He came from the Canadian leagues to Indianapolis, brought here by Ryan Grigson. And he made one Pro Bowl. I could be wrong on the Pro Bowl, but I'm pretty sure he had a Pro Bowl year under the Colts.
A defensive player as a Pro Bowl in the Grigson era?
I'm gonna go with Jarrell Freeman.
And that's who I'm talking about.
Bro, Hey, Jarrell Freeman, bro. He went to college right here in my hometown, University of Mary Hardin-Baylor, man. Just 15
Hell of a
minutes.
linebacker.
He got caught up in some PED trouble when he left Indy. But, I mean, he was always uber talented.
Man, that dude, he was such a stud at UMHB. Dude, he literally played. I literally saw him at a bar in Belton.
He was a tackle machine for the Colts, too.
So there's a chance that you guys have taken this guy. Has anyone taken Ellis Johnson?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure. And in that case, of all the 2021 guys we've taken, give me Grover Stewart.
Yeah, I was thinking about him, but I wanted to go with Ellis.
That's a great pick.
I mean, Ellis is the leading sack. He's the leading sack guy at the interior tackle positions. I mean, I just took a shot in the dark just in case no one took him.
All right, so my last thing I need is edge rusher. Damn. Man, who can ever? I think his name was Daniel Odongo or something like that. I
interviewed him at Colts camp,
bro.
Really?
I remember he came in and Chuck Pagano was like, "Man, we really like this guy. We like what he can do, man. He offers so much stuff, man. He didn't offer nothing."
I think he made the roster one year, but then got hurt, like almost right after he made the roster.
Man, freaking
really?
I think so.
Freaking Bjorn Werner. Who was that? Eric Walden.
Hey, he led the league in sacks one year.
I think this guy actually had some good back-to-back years for Indy. Nothing too special, but I did like what I saw. Dang. I think I don't know if I'm going to do it. I'm between two guys. And
Edge?
last year they were Colts.
So one's Justin Houston.
No, okay. Actually, okay, I'll tell you what I'm going through. Justin Houston or Kamoko Toure? The speedster.
This should be
This shouldn't even be a consideration. I love Toure, but he should not be considered on any all-time list. Don't make
2018 Toure.
Michael, don't make us. People are about to blow up our comments if you try to put Toure on an all-time Colts list.
Dude, look at my freaking defensive line. Steve Atman, okay? DeForest Buckner on the inside. You just said Ellis Johnson is the leading sacker from the interior. So I'm already at a three-headed monster. They're going to get one-on-ones or double teams. That leads someone to go one-on-one with someone.
Do not put Kamoko Toure on an all-time.
Pick Toure.
I'm going with Justin Houston.
Damn it, Michael.
You
were supposed to bring the ruckus, man. So I need another safety. And I was actually going to pick this guy last round before Destin gave me the Jarrell Freeman hand. Ray Buchanan. I'm going to go Ray Buchanan.
Okay. So real quick, before we head out, let's go position by position real quick and say who we think won those positions. So quarterback, I got Peyton Manning. Michael has Andrew Luck. Rashaad has Unitas. I mean, I think as a group, we can say I win quarterback.
I think so. I mean, Andrew Luck retired, so I mean, he was one damn good quarterback. But I'll take him on my team. But I
love Andrew Luck, Mike. I love Andrew Luck, but Johnny Unitas would be second place here.
No, he wouldn't. That's your opinion, not mine. But yeah, I mean, I'll give it to Peyton.
Johnny Unitas, and he won a Super Bowl. Right,
Rashaad, if you would have picked it one, who would you have picked?
If I'd have picked that one, it's Peyton Manning. I was bullshit. I mean, come on, let's be for real here.
So then at running back, so in order, I would say I went first, Rashaad second, and then I'd say Michael's in third at quarterback. I feel pretty comfortable about that too. Like, I loved Andrew Luck, but Unitas is the top 10 guy all time.
Johnny Unitas would not be able to play in the league today. New league offense.
This is an all-time thing, so it's okay. At running back,
we're playing in today in 2021.
At running back, we're not counting the flex. This is just your one running back. I have Marshall Faulk. Michael has Jonathan Taylor.
Mike, you're third again.
And then
Destin, I beat you this time, Destin.
Let's say Rashaad, you have Dickerson at the running back spot, right? And then James at the flex. This is going to be dependent. This is going to be dependent on if you win or not. For me.
I got edge. I got edge at no. Yeah, I got edge at running back.
See,
edge over Marshall Faulk.
I said I agree with you.
Okay.
If you would have switched it, I think there could be more of an argument.
That's why you tried to bait me. You tried to bait me in the way you worded that. You're slick. Mike in third.
Yeah, so Mike's in third. I'll give Rashaad at first. I love Edgerrin James. I took Marshall Faulk over Edgerrin James just because how talented Marshall Faulk is.
I love Marshall Faulk, especially in today's football.
Just had to become a Ram. It's whatever though. At receiver, I ended up with this is not counting flexes again. I don't know if anyone took a third receiver, but just in case, I got T.Y. Hilton and Raymond Berry. I mean that's 3 and 4 all time for the Colts. Just saying. And then, Michael, you got Reggie Wayne and Pittman.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, Michael Pittman. What the heck, man?
I mean, Reggie Wayne already trumps both of those guys, so.
Yeah, but then Pittman.
Reggie does.
But then Pittman.
Well, I mean, Reggie alone already beats 1 and 2 for you, so.
Well, then that means I win because I have Marvin Harrison. Who
I was going to say.
Everybody.
Because here's my thing. Reggie Wayne.
Who's your number 2, though, Rashaad?
Bill Brooks.
Okay.
See,
I actually forgot about that.
I could be biased, but me having the 3rd and 4th best, to me, at least beats Michael, just because Pittman's not even top 25 yet.
Well, I mean, that's still fine. My team is still going to win the Super Bowl before yours, so I mean, you can feel however you want.
But you're the only. But of our 3 quarterbacks, you're the only one that didn't get one.
3 quarterbacks. Wait, what?
Of Manning, Unitas, and Luck, Luck's the only one that didn't win one.
Win what?
A Super Bowl.
Yeah, because he didn't have Bill Polian. He had a freaking McDonald's cashier picking his team.
But in my opinion, I would go. Man, Marvin Harrison's so good. I'd give Rashaad first, me second, Michael third.
Yeah, I would.
Destin picking and choosing who he takes. It was something.
That's what I said. That's my opinion. That's what I would do.
Of course, that's your opinion.
I would go Rashaad, me, you.
I agree. I think so too. Reggie Wayne's fucking stud though, man. But it's just Michael Pittman bring the group. Michael Pittman brings the group down.
So it tied in. I took Marcus Pollard. Michael, who'd you take it tied in?
Eric Ebron.
So you're third again.
I got.
And then Rashaad.
I got Dallas
Clark. So Rashaad wins tight end.
I'm winning offense, man. I
thought Destin got Dallas Clark.
No, I picked Dallas.
I took Marcus Pollard.
Mm-hmm. Stud, by the way, had a great career as a coach. Like great career as a coach.
And then, so yeah, again,
I believe nobody took John Mackey.
I was right here, man. I'm telling you, like I was like on the fence. It's just I have at least watched some of Marcus Pollard, even just in recaps and stuff. Like I've watched him. Mackey was a stud. Don't get me wrong, but I've not watched much. I've not even watched much of his back in the day stuff. I've seen his stats, which are ridiculous. Mm-hmm. So Rashaad, me, Michael at tight end. Flex, I have Nyheim Hines. Michael.
This is not close.
Pierre Garçon.
I have Eric Dickinson.
So yeah, so Rashaad wins
Rashaad. Yeah.
Rashaad's definitely gonna win. I mean, if we're going top tier, I think Hines is a better flex, but I mean Garçon has better production if you just use the best year of production as a Colt. So we'll go Rashaad, Michael, me at flex, and then O-line. I have the 2020 Colts offensive line. Michael has the 2018 offensive line. And Rashaad, you have the 2006?
I think this is between y'all. Yeah, I think I have the third.
So,
O-line.
Personally, I would say I beat Michael just because everybody on this line is better in 2020 than they are in 2018.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't win it because Anthony Costanzo didn't stay healthy. So 2018 would win it.
But we're going just the best of that year. So, I mean, the stats in 2018 were better, but they also had a mobile quarterback. So
I'm not asking what quarterback they had. I'm asking what line was better.
I mean, but if we're just going, but we'll say it's a tie.
No, it's not a tie. Anthony Costanzo did not stay healthy in 2020.
We'll give it to Michael. We'll give Michael the 1. I'll take the 2. Rashaad will take the 3. Going to edge, I have Dwight Freeney and Dwayne Beckett. Both are top 4 all time for the Colts in sacks. And I want to say they're top 3, actually. Freeney's 2, Beckett's 3. So just saying. Michael, who did you end up with at edge?
Steve Atman and Justin Houston.
And then Rashaad ended up with old boy and who?
Robert Mathis and Geno Marchetti. That shouldn't count because sacks wasn't a stat when Geno Marchetti played.
I'm just saying.
We can't do that. No.
So wait, am I going second?
You're definitely last. I love you.
Yeah.
Wait, so if sacks wasn't a stat back then
oh, because you're saying he has no production?
Oh yeah, he has no production. Yeah. I would go into my phone right now and I can't find production.
No
Michael, I'll tell you this. You're last, but if you would have taken Toure, we would have kicked you out the Zoom room. So you're at least better than if you would have taken Toure. I think I still win.
Hey, man.
I'm going to go Rashaad. I'm going to go Rashaad.
If we went all time, if we just took Justin Houston as a player his whole career,
that's different.
That's different.
Yeah,
but that's different. I would have won running back if
I got him at 30 years old.
Geno Marchetti made 9 first-team All-Pro. 9.
Like I just said, I think we're going to give Rashaad edge. I'll take second. Michael can be third. Michael's getting a lot of these thirds.
But in today's game of 2021,
that's because you have all the today's guys.
Okay, so if we were playing football in 2021, I would whoop all of your asses.
Now, Michael may have won this one Oh, I'm just gonna say Michael did win this one. Interior defensive line. Michael's gonna get first on this.
Yeah,
Michael.
Michael.
But I think I might have second.
I might have second.
I have Tony Siragusa and Grover Stewart. Michael ended up with DeForest Buckner and Ellis Johnson. And Rashaad, who'd you end up with?
I picked Art Donovan and Booger McFarland.
So yeah, I'm gonna go. Michael wins that one by a mile. I'll take second. Rashaad would take third.
I agree.
I like this group. Michael's gonna argue with me on this one. Who wins this? But at linebacker,
Mike might beat you in this one.
I don't know. I have Gary Brackett, Cato June, DeQuell Jackson.
That is a good.
Come on.
That is a damn good group.
He has Bobby Okereke as one of his. I love Bobby.
So Gary Brackett, if we're going one by one at Mike, Gary Brackett, or Anthony Walker, I'll go Brackett.
Brackett would go up against Leonard because
give me Leonard.
It's 1 versus 1. Yeah.
Give me Leonard then.
Easy.
But Cato June takes whoever you want to put it to, and I think so. In Cato June would go up against Bobby Okereke. And then DeQuell Jackson is over Anthony Walker.
No, he is not. Stop.
Yes, he is. DeQuell Jackson
got destroyed. Dude, you're telling me he's so good, but we had the worst defense that year.
But DeQuell Jackson's better than Anthony Walker. Are you serious right now?
Oh, my Jesus. This dude played in Cleveland where they clearly sucked. And no one else wanted him, so he was a free agent signing to Ryan Griggs. And you're telling me he's better than Anthony Walker?
So if you're a free agent, you suck now?
When no one wants you.
Jarrell Freeman's better than both of those guys.
I agree, but our top two is better.
Definitely.
I almost took Freeman.
I'll take Anthony Walker over DeQuell Jackson. He was a better leader. I think they were both probably equal, or Anthony Walker was better in run defense and in pass coverage. We harped on Anthony Walker a lot, but I'll take Anthony Walker.
It's probably
Walker.
He's more athletic, more intelligent, better leader.
I prefer DeQuell Jackson because he's more likely to force a turnover. Anthony Walker
and DeQuell Jackson played almost every snap of the defense. Anthony Walker didn't have to because he lost his job.
That's not saying much. Who was at the linebacker position?
If we're voting,
DeQuell Jackson.
If we're voting,
number 2.
If we're voting, I would go.
You would go
Michael second, Rashaad third.
Well, Destin's playing favorites. That's
y'all disrespecting Mike Curtis and Ted Henry.
No, I mean that's okay. I know that.
I've never seen neither one of those guys.
Now, this one is easy.
I have the more athletic guys, the more stronger guys. So
this one's easy. If you guys complain at all, I mean, safeties. I have Bob Sander and Antoine Bethea.
You win safety. Yeah. You win safeties. We don't even need to waste time with second and Mike. You're I win cornerback. I don't care what y'all say.
Who were your safeties?
Who my safeties?
Yeah.
I had Kahari Willis and Ray Buchanan.
I would probably I don't know. Julian Blackman versus Kari.
I'd give it Kari over Blackman.
Because he's been in the league longer. Okay.
And I just think Kari Willis is one of the most underappreciated players in the league. But
I took Mike Adams because he was a fan favorite and he was Pops.
Pops, yeah. Shout out to Pops.
Hey, he made a Pro Bowl. He made a Pro Bowl.
He did make a Pro Bowl here.
But I would go me, Rashaad, Michael on that. And then corners, I had Kenny Moore and Marlon Jackson.
I had Vontae Davis and Bobby Boyd. Bobby Boyd is the wild card because we didn't see him play.
I had Kelvin Hayden and Xavier Rhodes.
I would go Rashaad, me, Michael.
I like Xavier Rhodes, but he just, he hasn't done much as a coach. Marlon Jackson, Super Bowl,
I'm definitely third in the kicker punter area. I'd probably
landslide.
Yeah, I'll go Michael, Rashaad, me, because Michael ended up with the GOAT Vinny, Rashaad with Pat McAfee, and I ended up with Mike Vanderjack. Returner, I don't care about the ranking, to be honest. I have Aaron Bailey. He leads the Colts all-time yards.
You win. I picked Josh Cribbs just off what he did in Cleveland. He did absolutely nothing as a coach.
And you guys are going to argue on the head coaches. Michael's first, for sure, with Tony Dungy. I think Bruce Arians is a better coach than Frank Reich. I do.
I don't know about that.
I like Frank Reich. I mean, people can never say I don't. I argue for that man all the time.
Bruce Arians, but
the sample size is so small with the Colts, Brady. That's why I agree. Just don't know.
Tom Brady saved Bruce Arians big time. Let's just say that.
Bruce Arians has succeeded everywhere he's been, though, Michael. Everywhere. He got the most. He got the most out of an old Carson. Though? He got the most out of a old Carson Palmer.
So we're just gonna act like that he's the only coach that's ever done that. Look at what Frank Reich just did with an immobile Phillip Rivers.
But Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers is better than Carson Palmer.
Oh, Jesus,
bro, this stats from Bobby Boyd that I'm looking at. He had 7. He had 7 picks as a rookie. Second season he had 2, and the third season he had 7.
Hey, and that would have been a running league.
That's what I'm saying. Man. It's 11 games. He had 7 picks the rookie year. 11 games.
And that would have been a part of the NFL that was way more run heavy. But either way, Jesus I would give me second, but I understand the argument for Frank Reich. But I just think Bruce Arians is that good. But we're going to have to make some graphics and throw them in the comments on the episode so you guys can vote as well. We want to hear.
I won this exercise.
All I know is Michael lost.
No, all I know is that if we're playing on the turf in 2021,
that's not fair. You can't keep saying that when you drafted the 2021 Colts.
Are we in 2021 or are we in 1988, Destin? Tell me which one we're in.
Were we drafting a 2021 Colts team?
1988.
Are we drafting a 2021 Colts team or are we drafting an all-time Colts team?
We're drafting all-time if we're playing on the turf
I think
today.
Michael also gets third just for considering drafting Kemoko Toure.
The fact Kemoko Toure came up in this conversation.
In this episode.
Yeah, in this episode, period.
That's wild. But everybody, you guys have been listening to the Blue Stable podcast. This was a lot of fun. We're going to drop all 3 of our teams in the comments. Make sure you guys let us know who won. Let us know who lost. Michael, just let us know in the comments what you guys think. This has been the official Colts podcast of Fansided. And as always, go Colts.